to part 2 of the Come As You Are chord melody video, where we're going to learn how to play the verse and the bridge of Come As You Are in the chord melody style. In the last video we learned how to play the intro and we learned how to play the first part of the song. And so assuming you watched that video, you already learned how to do this part. That's kind of important because we're going to end on this fingering right there with your ring finger on the C sharp and your middle finger on F sharp on the top string. And remember that we are tuned down a half step right now while we're playing this. So my guitar is tuned down a half step low, and that's if it sounds different from your guitar, that's why. But we're going to end on that C sharp, and we're going to end on that F sharp. We're going to play those two notes and then immediately switch fingerings. We're going to switch to this, you may have done a bar chord before. It's like an F sharp bar chord in the 2nd fret, but we're not going to bar it. We're going to lift up your first finger there so there's no bar. And we have the open strings on the bottom 2 strings ringing out underneath the power chord in the 3rd. Very beautiful voicing. This is called F sharp sus chord, F sharp 7 with a suspended 4th in it. It's a very beautiful sound. And for this part of the song, we're going to move it up minor 3rd to the 5th fret and do the same fingering. So that power chord with a major 3rd on your middle finger, and no bar right there, so you're not going to bar it. So we're going to end like this. So that's going to be me, that's a memory. Chord-wise, you're just going to go F sharp to A in the 5th fret. Then we need to put the melody on top of that. So C sharp, E, C sharp, and then an open B string. You just kind of have to pluck it out and let it ring. I like to hit the root after that. And then you have to jump right up to the 5th fret with that next chord, and your pinky is on the melody note, that A note. And you got to give it a pluck. You're going to strum that A chord and you're going to go pluck up, pluck up, pluck up, pluck up, until you put the melody in. Memory, pluck up, memory. So when you go to repeat and jump back to the F sharp, have this C sharp here with your middle finger that you're going to pluck. Same note as this C sharp in the 2nd fret, but you're hitting it on the 3rd string instead because we're already up there. So mem, and then open E string. So you can go C sharp, E, C sharp, and when you jump back here once again, just get those 2 fingers on, and then a split second later, get back into that shape as soon as you can, that F sharp shape. Open B, A. C sharp, E, C sharp. Open B, A. Section, you're going to go back to that, but the second time it happens, you're going to go to the bridge. switch, you're going to be on that, and you're just going to jump to a B power chord. Right here in the 2nd fret, a B power chord. Now, if you don't bar it, which you shouldn't do, and you have the open strings underneath it again, you're going to get that same sus chord sound. In this case, we don't want the E to ring out. We just want the B with your pinky and the B on the 2nd string. They're both the same note. That's the melody note. So you're going to pluck or strum the power chord, and then get that B melody note. I do this kind of raking thing. You know, I'm just kind of letting my pick rake down across those 2 B strings, or those 2 B notes. When I swear. And immediately after that, you're going to go to a D chord. Now here's a D chord. Probably done that one before. It's a D chord that's in the shape of a C chord. So if you were to play a C chord here in open position and take that 2 frets higher, it would almost be D. You need to bring your first finger there and bar those open strings, and then you'd have a D chord using that C chord shape. In this case, we're not going to bar the bottom string because we don't need it. We're not playing it. We're just going to add your first finger to the 2nd fret on the A note, and then we'll have that D chord shape. So I like to take the pinky off at the end and get that A note. And the second time, you're going to take your pinky off and go to that A, F sharp, A, and this time you're just back to those 2 notes as your D chord. And just do a kind of back and forth thing on them. So you go back and forth, and then the open A string. So all together, that's going to start with a power chord, and then the open B strings, D chord. Swear that I open A, and then here's Don't Have a Gun. Power chord, and you take your pinky off, and you do have to bar kind of right there to get the A note to sound out. And then F sharp to A. Here you put your pinky back on and go back and forth. And then No I, open A, don't have a gun. No I don't have a gun. And then at that point you go on to the next section of the song. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the 3rd video where we talk about the octave solo and how to play that.